Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. I've been doing some videos here for quite a while now, talking about MCU and DC, and basically comic book movies being dead. And also Hollywood in general sort of milking franchises dry. This article here, which we'll get to, this is Variety covering effectively the same thing. All of these franchises, MCU, DC, etc., how they think they're doing, whether they're healthy or not. So I think this is worth covering and taking a look at because, of course, you know, we can take a look and see. And they'll obviously downplay it here, but it still doesn't look good either. So, yeah, let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on. Genuinely, it'd be really good to have you here more often if you're a casual viewer and that's not yet subscribed. YouTube, just real quick, has done something ballistic with the algorithm. They have broken YouTube, like genuinely broken YouTube. So if you're here, you like the channel, hit subscribe and give it a like. Cheers. Anyway, so let's take a look. So there's all of this stuff, loads and loads of bits and pieces. It just says where Hollywood's biggest film franchises stand. Marvel's diminished, DC's rising, and everyone is excited about James Bond. Not who's excited about James Bond. But it's worth taking a look at. Right, it's worth taking a look at. So they go through it, and you can see this here, like market saturation out of 10. So they're saying like where it sits, how much they flooded the market with it, and you know, is it doing good, is it not, creative health, commercial potential, etc., etc. So the MCU, bearing in mind, remember this is mainstream media, insiders talking about these things, executives, etc. Once the undisputed champ, Marvel released 3 films this year that all dramatically underperformed compared with their predecessors and barely eked out a profit. And that's not considering marketing costs. So they didn't make a profit when you consider marketing costs. And this is the important thing. This is why it's funny. So the early 2000s rush to feed streaming shows to Disney Plus also, early 2020, sorry. Early 2000s. Early 2020s rush to feed streaming shows to Disney Plus also earns Marvel the highest market saturation scores of the group. Joining the MCU is, quote, still a crazy life-changing opportunity, says one top agent. That's why so many people are rushing to join. But I don't have as many clients asking to do one as they were 5 years ago. So the decline is real, even from that side of things. Many credit the studio for reducing its output to right the ship and see the 2 upcoming Avengers movies as, in the words of one executive, bulletproof. But the standalone movies are in trouble. This is a quote, the standalone movies are in trouble because you feel like you can miss it now. So remember, they were riding high. They didn't feel like they could ever make mistakes. Subsequently, the MCU's earning potential has taken a hit. Quote, any movie could be huge, but nothing is close to a guarantee, says one director. And it used to be. Right? They used to be guaranteed almost. Not, you know, nothing's a straight hit guarantee, but they used to almost be. Average domestic performance, minus 24.9%. Average global performance, minus 44.9%. Average budget improvement, 28.2%. Isn't this... This is interesting. To me, it's interesting anyway. So then they touch on DC, right? Now, this is a rising thing. So this is proof of concept. They can't give you too much information on this, really. It doesn't work. Because it's an unknown still. It's an unknown factor. Or variable. Although Superman, James Gunn's first film in the rebooted DC universe, grossed less globally than 2013's Man of Steel, David Corenswet's Last Son of Krypton has blasted past the full breadth of the previous DC regime, especially its lamentable post-pandemic slate, by a considerable margin. Quote, Gunn did the most important thing. The first movie he made was really good, says one communications executive. Quote, if Batman and Superman are humming at the same time, there's no limit to what they could do. While DC has the second highest scores for creative health, uncertainty about its 2026 films places its earning potential scores in the middle of the pack. Quote, I wish Supergirl and Clayface weren't the next ones, says another marketing executive, but it's a pretty confident first step. So they say that this is like, I mean, this is all good. They think this is all good, but who knows? Like, we actually don't know. Now, Jurassic Park, I'm surprised they're putting it in the red, although the budget improvement's massively high, because this did really well, but it didn't do as good as the previous ones, right? And so, as they say here, Rebirth is the first Jurassic film to gross under $1 billion, and its low creative scores indicate wariness with the dinos chomping dumb humans formula. They are just remaking the same movie over and over, says a screenwriter. It's almost like a CBS procedural of a blockbuster, adds a filmmaker. The quality has been all over the map, and it doesn't affect it at all. Universal's slower release cadence may help. They've done the most with the least, partly because they've made it scarce, says a producer. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing, is that even though this is one of the lowest grossing Jurassic films lately, it is, however, still one of the highest grossing films of this year, of this type of blockbuster for this type of audience. And so it still indicates that it's tapping into the audience's mind more than its competitors. Mission Impossible is not particularly great. I'm surprised that they put it as good as it is, to be honest. They say its strength is Tom running, but what happens when Tom can't run anymore? That franchise is suffering from a generational divide. It was an older skewing audience, and it's tough when you have a franchise hung on a single actor. I'm just not sure how much equity there's left in that. Which is fair enough. And someone else says that, you know, Tom Cruise, he is the franchise, which he is. You know, he is the franchise. Now, the Hunger Games, they don't say it's that good at all. Domestic performance has gone down. Global performance has gone down. Budget improvement is pretty good, though, so that's fine. We're not really going to touch on that too much. I want to get to Star Wars, because good lord, it's bad. It's really bad. Even though 2026 is The Mandalorian and Grogu will be the first Star Wars feature film since 2019, the saturation scores remain high, thanks to the profusion of Disney Plus shows and the ubiquity of tie-in games, toys, and ephemera. It is omnipresent, says one marketing executive. Earning potential is also tied for first. It should be the biggest franchise of all time, and it should be, says one producer. But recurring questions about quality, along with multiple projects stuck in development, had several ranking this franchise worst for creative health. Quote, when you don't have a film to show for 7 years, that's just not healthy, says a comms executive. And the next example will be a derivative film based on a TV show, adds the producer. They stopped making it special. Nothing makes me more mad. The sky's the limit if they could get it right. And that is true, but they can't get it right because of course they can't. It's bloody, it's Disney, isn't it? And then people are just super excited for James Bond. It seems it's just all, everyone loves it. Star Trek, how's Star Trek doing? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. But you know what this shows, don't you? This is like mainstream media and Hollywood just agreeing with us here that these things, and, you know, pushing things out constantly, saturating the market, it's leading to people not being interested. So it's quite literally parroting things that we have said this entire time. And I'm here for it. I love it. So basically, the take home from this, Star Wars is dead, as per Marcus, as per studio producers and marketing executives. Marvel is floundering, and DC's on the rise, apparently. And Jurassic Park just ticks over, but is a bit creatively bankrupt. So that's kind of it. It's quite funny, really. I thought this was an interesting video to make. So Marvel and Star Wars is basically dead. And then, yeah, DC's sort of good, but remains to be seen what happens moving forwards. And Jurassic's all fine. There you go. And James Bond. Everyone is super keen for James Bond, apparently. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.